Alright guys, time to get back on course here. Got a few things to go over today and then I'm going to answer some questions and see where it goes. Like I said, just walked in the door like 3-4 minutes ago, so didn't have time to set up. Anyway, whoever's on here, if you guys have done the done for you, I posted it, done for you sites, I posted it in the group just so you guys can see. I know some of you guys aren't seeing my emails, so I had to just go that route. All those are kicking off, and once they get going, once the site's live, you'll have a tracking link so you can see all the keywords. So any questions on that, you guys know the email address, dfy@instantconversions.com. All right, what I'm doing for this group is in the last 3 to 6 months, 2 to 5 months actually, stuff has kind of changed online with backlinks and stuff, where we've been spending tons of money testing out new stuff. So what I'm going to do is put together my updated SEO services in a PDF for you guys. And it kind of boils down to, for the local stuff, is lots of social and PBNs, and it's a certain way to do PBNs, just not the regular stuff that's going on. We don't do our own SEO in-house. We use other people who do it for us instead of trying to build out all this stuff in-house, which is expensive, it's complicated, it's got a lot of things where you can have everything just fall apart in no time. Everything we've talked about so far has been outsourcing, because that's what I do here. I have an in-house people who create the sites, and then they buy the SEO, the backlinks, and all this stuff. But I don't have a team in-house that does backlinks into properties we own, besides Web 2.0s that are aged, and we reclaim, re-register expired Web 2.0s that we can use for SendWire. That is the only in-house stuff we do, and I can show you guys that in the training. But all this updated SEO stuff is going to be put together in a PDF for you guys by this weekend, most likely tomorrow, but we'll see. Now here's where everybody's struggling with, and this is something that I admit I've dropped the ball on. There's been too much stuff going on outside of this course that I've been doing with other people and helping out. I'm going to stop for most of this. Simple fact is, it's been taking up too much of my time, and it's been negating what I should be doing with you guys. So, sales and recordings. Who here has read the direct mail piece? Anybody here? Who has sent it out word for word exactly how it is without changing anything on it? Because I've had 5 people send me examples, and all 5 have changed everything on it, or changed a lot of stuff. Has anybody in here sent it out just exactly how it is? Okay. Because I've had 5 or 6 people contact me and say, hey, can you look this over? And I let them send it out the first time because I know they've changed it, because I do look it over. When you guys get around to using the direct mail piece, can you do me a favor and leave it exactly how it is? Like I said, it's been over a half dozen people for whatever reason, and I've done direct mail in the past, back in 2010, I think, or 2010-ish, 2011-ish was the first time I taught people with direct mail, and some people that you guys know now, that some big names in this field, learned how to get clients using my direct mail, and this is just a advanced version of what they've used in the past. So when you guys use this direct mail piece, please, let's keep it the same as what's on there. When stuff doesn't work out and then it's not what I gave you guys to send, it's hard for me to go in there and justify that what I gave you was worth the money to send out because it's been changed. Does that make sense, everybody? And again, I'm not picking on anybody in particular, and this happens every time I do teach direct mail. Okay, because like I said, 6 to 10 people have sent me different stuff, and I let them mail it off just because I know what's going to happen. Some of them have worked, some of them haven't. It just is what it is. So the direct mail is up there. What you guys need to hear is the phone calls and the recordings, and that's what I'm going to do. There's 3 to 5 people in here that want me to call and sell. I had 2 guys lined up to sell, but stuff took too long and they've wandered off. So what I'm doing is just taking one of my sales guys and I'm putting them up for you guys to use, my guys. My team will make calls. I'm not going to hire somebody just for this course. I'm just going to let you guys feed into the system for the sales team I have already. Um, every sales call they make for you guys will be recorded. And I don't have a set fee. That the form will be up by Friday for you guys to fill out. It's going to be like a $500 set fee. So it'll say what's your niche, what's the location, what are the keywords, what's the URL, and then it'll ask how much do you expect want per month. Are you willing to do 12 months? So you can say I want $500 per month and a $1,000 setup fee. And then it'll be like, do you want 12 months at once? So it'll be like, how much would you take for 1 year? So if my guy calls and says, oh, it's $500 a month, or if you want, instead of paying $6,000 over the course of the year, if you want to do it all right now, we can do it for $4,000 and you can save 4 months off the fee. So it's just going to be a form. You fill that out. My team will look it over. Everything looks good. Everything's kosher. If somebody wanted me to go sell a site that ranked for a 10-word keyword, so it was like best plastic surgeon who has an office in some city, or it was something goofy like that. Not going to work. But there's going to be a set fee. It's going to probably be around $500, and that just goes to my guys to take care of it. Because when they sell for me, they get way more than $500, but at the same point, I'm going to toss them in with you guys and they can just deal with it. So that's for the sales and all the recordings. I already have 4 or 5 people that are ready to have my team start calling. So all of them are going to be recorded, and I'm going to put the good ones and the bad ones in there. Now the ones where they get hung up on or the people just don't answer or don't get put through, if I think it's a quality call and they work with the if they work with the gatekeeper and do a good job with that, I'll put it up there. So I don't want you guys to have 4 hours worth of phone calls when 2.5 hours of them are worthless. The ones where they get the business owner on the phone will all be recorded, and the ones that are, and I'll put a few of them when they get hang up or yelled at, I'll put a few of them on there so you guys can hear it. But I'm not putting a ton of stuff up there if it's just not even worth it. So you guys will hear the good, bad, and the ugly. And that's with the direct mail and that. I mean, that's literally the best way. If you've got a city and you've got a chiropractor ranked #1 for even Denver, there's not enough Denver chiropractors to run a Facebook ad for. So either you need to call them, email, or direct mail. You can use email, but I've never had good success with email for when I'm doing this type of stuff because you only have a limited amount of people. So direct mail and phone calls, if you guys get this dialed in, it's going to be money in the bank. Everybody good on that? Because I know that's where everybody's been kind of waiting for, and that's where I've dropped the ball on for this. Good deal. Membership site, we're redoing all of it with videos and everything. It's all by this weekend. It'll all be updated with everything in there. Finding the time to make all these videos and get them organized. Well, the problem with this is, it's not a problem, is trying to go get all of the pertinent information in there without having to break everything down. Because if I had to break every single thing down, it would be like 10 hours of video. Now, if I put 10 hours of videos in there, would you guys watch 10 hours of video? Honestly. Exactly. I wouldn't watch 10 fucking minutes. I buy expensive shit, and if it's all videos in there, I'm like, guess I gotta figure this out myself because I can't watch 2 hours of video even. I just fucking go crazy. So a lot of stuff in there, it's going to be what you need to get stuff done, but some of the stuff, if you guys don't understand it, I'm not answering questions anymore via email on which plugin should I use for caches on websites, or how do I edit photos to make them the right size if I want to add them? How do I do alt text on them? How do I rename them? Like simple stuff, you guys have to be in the habit, and this will help you throughout your career doing online marketing, doing offline consulting, doing any of this. YouTube and different websites out there will teach you how to something online you can't learn through YouTube and other websites and stuff. YouTube is the biggest learn, or I want to say do it yourself, but is the biggest how-to video site online. There's very little things that you can do online that you can't go to YouTube and figure out. Camtasia. If you guys want to shoot videos and stuff, the other day, I use Camtasia and then I use A Shampoo. I just bought Snagit, and Snagit's awesome. Look at this stuff. I can do all this stuff with a $50 tool. And if I need to learn how to do all this stuff, I can go on YouTube and figure out different ways to do all this stuff. So all of this stuff can be done and can be done very easily. So you guys need to take control of what you guys have to do online, and I outsource a lot of stuff. My team does a lot of stuff. The majority of it, besides coding and stuff, if you put a gun to my head, I could figure it out and do it, and it only take me an hour or two to figure it out. So that will help you out in the long run. What else? There's something I'm missing here. Like I said, I just started typing this once I launched this webinar because I just got home. What am I missing? Oh. Now, it's hard to really explain this because I can't really explain it. All right. 5 years ago, how did you get rankings? Yep. Backlinks. Most backlinks, you win. For the last 2+ years, how do you rank? Last 2 years has been PBN, social media, or social backlinks, social media type stuff, PBNs, authority, less is more, spam just went down the hill, correct? Is that kind of the evolution of ranking? Overview, guys? Okay. So who here's heard of schema markup? Okay. Basically, schema is code that you put on your website to help search engines return more information results for your user. If you use rich snippets, you understand. So everybody's heard of schema. Now I'm brain dead because I had to come down here and jump right in here. So there's something different thing I'm trying to say. There's different markup languages besides schema, whatever it is. A guy I know and I've been working with, I've been talking to, here probably next week we're going to sit down and we're going to put together, he's got all this stuff done. There's over 80 different markup languages that he uses, and he's got a system where you can put all the information in and it'll just spit out all these markup languages for all this different stuff. So we're going to figure out how to put this all into a local type theme. And I asked him to go ahead and test this type of stuff just to make sure we're going down the right path. And he went ahead and did all the stuff. I don't know how he did it. But he could basically, and I'm not going to say this is exactly how it's going to work out for us, but this is our goal, is if you do a page with perfect on page, you're going to rank better out the gate than anything else. Then you can do, if you have perfect on page, you can get ranked higher with less backlinks than somebody else. If you do all these markup languages, it's like this cascading effect that even though some, like Pinterest and Facebook have different markup languages than Google and Yahoo and Bing and all this stuff. But if you combo these all together, you can almost instantly rank on the first page of Google for local stuff for damn near anything. So that's as far as I can go with it, because the simple fact is I can't tell you more than that because I don't know more. I'm just working with them. He's behind the scenes doing the stuff. Once I get this figured out in a system I can use here, I'm going to share it with you guys. And again, everybody's asking me questions. I really can't answer them. I'm not trying to be secretive about this. I would just be making stuff up and telling you based on what I know, and it would be wrong. So that's where we're going with this group. And like I said, outside of this group, the first time you guys will hear about this is a product will be launched in the next 6 to 9 months, most likely, maybe a year from now. By the time everybody takes advantage of this and does this and cleans up over this, about a year from now this will start coming out. Because you guys are in this group, you will get, and I don't know how you'll get access to it. I don't know if we'll do a plugin or if it's just going to be a script we run or how we're going to do it. But I'm paying this guy a lot of money for him to do it for me and my business, and then I get to share it with you guys. Sound fair enough? Good. And then after that, guys, it's game over. And 1 to 2 weeks is a guesstimate on that. With stuff like this, it's so far outside the realm of what I know that I can't give you guys a set time on it just because it's Greek to me. So that's what's coming. Sales, membership site set up or updated and everything, the new SEO check sheet, and in 1 to 2 weeks hopefully some really cool fucking local shit that'll just be game over. Steve, I don't know if I'm supposed to kick you off now or what. I don't know if that was smart ass or not. Is there any Cubs fans here? Be careful how you answer. I can kick you off. Alright. It still hasn't sunk in. I'm actually rooting for the Cubs to win it all now. I just want to know how many people at the beginning of this year went and just placed $50 on the Cubs to win it all, just fucking around because of Back to the Future 2, and they might actually cash in. That's still fucking nuts to me. Alright, so questions about anything? Some, yes, Michael. That one is, and I've got one other stuff on there. So yes, on that, on the Striker package. At this point, do you already use Schema? It isn't. Schema is put into is that site? Alright. Joe Troyer's theme has all the basics installed for basic schema markup. So if you go here to settings, theme options, and you go to contact, or let's go to contact us. So it's got the address, it's got the locality, the region, the phone, postal code, the latitude. This has the bare essentials for schema already built into it for Joe Troyer's theme. I think that's why it outranks Jack Hopman's theme. So this right here has basic schema built into it, and that's another one of the reasons why this ranks better than, now that I've seen everybody's results. Like I said, I stopped using Jack's theme a while ago, and I said at the very beginning, this is what we're using. So this has schema built into it. Somewhere, somehow, I don't know where it is or what it is actually, it's in here, okay? From what I've heard, Jack Hopman's stuff has schema all messed up, and somebody in our group is actually working with Jack to redo his whole theme, and his should be pretty kick-ass here soon. So, since he's a friend of mine and you guys, a lot of people here have it, he's working with somebody in the group to do a bunch of cool shit for it. So at the end, that might turn out to be better. Right now, it's not. So as far as schema goes, that's what I can tell you. Yeah. So I could tell you guys more, but I would not know if it's correct or not. So all I know is schema is built in here. I'm learning the stuff as we go. I just don't, I'm not going to say anything because probably be wrong. So as that comes through, I'll let you guys know more, and I'll get you guys more information. Just right now, see if I can find some resources for you guys. KML is one for local. Case vector to KML, keyhole markup language. So here's some. Let's do a list of XML. So guys, here is list of XML markup languages. General purpose markup languages, just a few of these. So as you can see, there's tons of stuff all over about this stuff. I don't even have the slightest idea of how to dive into this like this guy I'm working with does, so I'm just going to leave it at that for everyone. Alright, what else, guys? Yeah, I mean, it'll basically be game over for local ranking. It's crazy. Like I said, I wish I could tell you more. Everybody's asking a bunch of questions about it. I don't have answers. You'll be like me, and you'll be on the cutting edge and not know what the hell it is, but it'll work. What else, guys? Gals, ladies and gentlemen. Best gigs for SEO or for video rankings. Give me 1 second. Let me figure out how to log into something. Alright, some people are going to tell you different stuff. Here we are on GSA, search good, I forget even what GSA stands for. I don't know. GSA is just, it's like, why am I having, I've got a headache right now, I'm having brain farts. GSA is similar to what was the tool that for the longest time automated backlinkings. No, not Scrapebox. SEO Nuke, thank you, Kirk. Could not think of that forever. So GSA is similar to that. It takes a lot of proxies and a lot of stuff to figure it out. Let's look at a few of these. For videos, this stuff is good. And again, I'll have the ones we use in the updated SEO PDF. I don't have them right now, so I'm not going to pull up the exact ones because I don't know exactly. My team's putting them together. Basically, make some articles, social network, Web 2.0s, then it backlinks to that, then it backlinks to that. So this is basically a 3-tier SEO. So here's your video, here's your buffer, here's your tier 2, here's your tier 3. Now as long as all this stuff gets indexed, you're good to go. Just, this is what I suggest for ranking videos, guys. I'm not saying this guy does a good job. 25,000 GSA SERP backlinks for SEO rankings. Biggest for only $5. Tier 1. I would not use any of this for your guys' website. This is the type of stuff you use to rank Facebook fan pages, for YouTube videos, for Web 2.0s, yada yada yada. Just much better than Scrapebox. Oh fuck, maybe I'm wrong. What's better than Scrapebox, Jim? So this is the type of stuff for SEO for videos. This stuff still works very well. You just gotta make sure it gets indexed. I don't know if any of you guys, I assume a lot of you guys are on Ryan McKinney's list, because I think that's where most of you guys came from for this course, or through Robert's list, which Robert, whatever. So I'm sure a lot of you guys got the Badass Indexer. Anybody here get Holly's Badass Indexer? Okay. Once I get it set up, if you guys don't have it and you have stuff, I might be able to set it up to where my team can run it for you. No promises. But the thing with most people when they do this stuff is they use, like, they'll get 25,000 backlinks or backlinks. I thought GSA only built comments. Sorry, you are right as usual. I like that. I like that, Jim. So you guys have all seen services like Linkalicious and all this stuff, Instant Link Indexer. From what I hear, I have somebody else run all my stuff. Even this stuff, I don't even have it in-house. My team pays somebody else to do it. But the idea behind this is it'll take all your backlinks and get them indexed. Now stuff like this, it will ping them, it'll put them into RSS feeds, and they do a bunch of goofy stuff in the background. It's all automated. And they used to work really, really well for indexing. Now they work well, but not very well. This one's extremely expensive, 15,000 URLs processed per month for $97. So you'd have to spend more than 1 month just to get those 25,000 indexed. Linkalicious has been in the game for a long time. Stop. Let's see how much they cost. 57 bucks a month will get you 50,000. If you guys are building backlinks like I am and doing 25,000 at a time, it's still, you don't get as good of results as Badass Indexer. But you can find people on Fiverr for $5 that'll index 25,000. This guy might even have a, nope, he doesn't have an indexer. So anytime you're backlinking to YouTube videos, make sure you get a lot of links and make sure they get indexed. Really? There's only... Nobody on here is... Wow. Right. So play around with the searches. I will do link index 20,000 unique domains or 40,000 backlinks for $5. Now I don't know. 2 months ago is the last time these people did it. Month ago. So if you do some big backlinking, make sure that they get indexed. And then I haven't tested this guy out, but he's on my list of guys to test out for videos, 300 Web 2.0 posts, and 15,000 backlinks as a tier 2. This is what we're doing with our SendWire stuff, but for 20 bucks, this is a good deal, as long as he'll do YouTube embeds, which I'm sure he will. And guys, if you haven't done it, go to marketsourceway.com. There's a lot of good stuff on here. $36 thumbs up, 0 down, 1,500 to Fed social signals. Over 7 to 10 days, so you get between 200 and 150 per day. So, alright guys, anything else? What do you guys need inside the group that I haven't put up there yet so I can put it on my list? Jim, you have an answer. When renting any site, month times 2 equals initial cost. My initial setup fee, if it's 500 bucks, the initial setup for anything is at least $1,000. I never go lower than 1,000. That's just to bring money in. It pays for the spot. It puts money in my pocket to have my team redo or move stuff around for them and make sure they're serious. Now, if I'm renting something out for 1,200 bucks a month, I'll probably make the setup fee 1,500 or 2,000. So the setup fee is whatever you want it to be. I never go less than 1,000. Just that'll lock them in more. If they've already paid 1,000, now they're paying 500 bucks a month. They'll stay with it for more time if they pay 1,000 up front. So it doesn't have to be double. If for some reason you're in somewhere where you can easily get 1,500 bucks a month, you can try to get 3,000 set up. I probably wouldn't go that high unless I'd tell them it's 3,000, but if they get signed up today, I'll do it for $1,500 set up, something like that. So it all depends. So there's no set. Even for $300 per month, okay, 500 or less, I would stick, I guess the times 2 works. My sales guys have variables that they can do pretty much whatever they want, and I'm fine with it. So if you're under $500 or less, yeah, times 2 is probably a good standard, Rick. I never thought about it that way, but yeah, if you're renting something out for 200 bucks a month, $400 initial cost is fine too, because it's only going to take somebody 30 minutes to get in there and change stuff around. Guys, anything else? So, a lot of stuff coming, a lot of good shit coming. Like I said, I'm going to get you guys tapped into stuff way before it hits the open market. So, Wendell will shoot this over. I'll try to get it up for you guys tonight inside the membership site, and then check back in on then. Rooting for the Cubs now, so Steve Bartman can come out and win his protection program in Chicago. I think he's living down in Florida. He actually uprooted and moved because everybody hated him so much. Fuck him, if Moises Alou was a man, he would have reached up in the stands and snagged that ball from a fan. It's his fault. not Steve Bartman. So, all right, guys, replay will be up, and I'll be in the group. If you guys need anything, drop me a line in there.